Actually, as we spoke about that title, the grass is always greener on the other side. Then yesterday, we spoke about Hasad and how to protect yourself from Hasad. And it was part number 1. And today, part number 2. But let me just give you a brief background about what we spoke about. Number 1, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Hasad in the Quran. So what did the Hasad mean? The evil, the bad eye, or jealousy. Okay? So any kind of envy inside anybody, we call it Hasad. And Allah said in Surah Al-Falaq, وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, أَمْ يَحْسُدُونَ النَّاسَ عَلَى مَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ. Or do they envy people for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed upon them, for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them from His favors, from His bounties? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about Hasad in the Quran, in Surah Al-Falaq, and also in the other ayah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the authentic hadith, إِنَّ الْعَيْنَ حَقٌّ. إِنَّ الْعَيْنَ حَقٌّ. Ayn means Hasad. So Ayn in the hadith means Hasad. And إِنَّ الْعَيْنَ حَقٌّ means the Hasad is true. So it is something, why you keep talking? Be quiet, Habibi. So Hasad or Ayn always, as the Prophet ﷺ mentioned, that we have to seek protection. And that is why in Surah Al-Falaq, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ, and you finish the surah by وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. We mentioned yesterday the symptoms, how somebody knows that he has Hasad. But let me tell you something. Hasad, and this is one of the misconceptions, and people think about Hasad, that the poor man has to make Hasad to the rich, and the weak has to make Hasad against to the strong. And it doesn't work like this. Anybody, whether he was rich or strong, whether he was poor or weak, he can do Hasad. Anybody can do Hasad. Anybody. You can do Hasad for yourself. You can do Hasad for your children. And you remember the story of the 2 gardens, or the people of the garden in Surah Al-Kahf? When he entered his garden, he didn't say, Ma sha Allah wa la quwwata illa billah. That is why the scholars extracted 2 rulings. Number 1, if you saw something, if you admired something related to you, you are in front of the mirror. You know that? Some people, mashallah, in front of the mirror, they feel they admire themselves. Especially women, especially our sisters. When she starts looking into the mirror, and a big difference between the brother, big difference between the brother and the sister in front of the mirror. In front of the mirror. The brother, mashallah, very quick, you know, and looking to his clothes, maybe how many times you look at the mirror per day? Once? It's too much. Once too much. So, you know, maybe 3 days, 4 days, look at the mirror 1 time. But how many times sisters are looking to the mirror? How many hours, how many minutes, you know? And mashallah, especially if you have wedding, you know that? And they have that one, and he's talking to his wife. Hey, sweetie, come on, very quickly. She said, 5 minutes, I will come. You know, and these 5 minutes, he stayed 5 hours. 5 hours, still he slept, and subhanallah. And this is the reality. But subhanallah, the Prophet ﷺ told us, even when you look to the mirror, when you see something, when you admire yourself, when you admire your child, say, Allahumma kama hassanta khalqi, hassin khuluqi. Oh Allah, as you made me in a good shape, make my morals also in a good shape. Subhanallah. So in Islam, when you admire yourself, when you admire your child, when you see something good in you, why? Don't start this by this word. I think now you know it. Wow, what a beautiful lady. Wow, what a handsome boy. Wow, what a new car. Wow, don't say this. This is not the etiquette of the Muslim. What is the etiquette of the Muslim? Huh? We need to memorize this one. Jazakallah khairan. Karamakallah. So what we need to memorize it. MashaAllah. Can you repeat after me? MashaAllah. La quwwata illa billah. Illa billah. MashaAllah. What Allah wills. And there is no power except what's in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you are remembering Allah. You are remembering Allah. If you didn't remember the dua, say Bismillah. All of us know Bismillah. Bismillah. Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember Allah. To avoid others. Hasad. Hasad maybe against yourself, maybe against your children. So, number one, the misconception that the poor has to make hasad to the rich, the weak has to make hasad to the strong. No. And what is the evidence? The evidence from the Quran. And wallahi, it's amazing story. You know the Prophet Dawood? You know the Prophet Dawood? David, you know him. So the Prophet David, the Prophet Dawood, one day he was a prophet and judge at the same time. So Prophet Dawood, one day he saw two people climbing over his fence and they jumped into his house. He was so terrified. He said, "Why you came?" They said, "Hold on, we just two brothers and we have a certain case. We need your opinion. We need your judge. We need your ruling." And he said, "What do you have?" He said, "My brother has 99 small goats." How many? 99 small goats. Okay? And I have just one. He wanted to take mine. He wanted to take my small goat. Is it fair? He said, "No, it is not fair." So even the one who has 99 small goats, he's still looking at the one small goat. So subhanallah, and that is why Allah said in the Quran, "Inna hadha akhi lahu tis'un wa tis'una na'ja wa liya na'jatun wahida faqala akfilniha." Give it to me. وَعَزَّنِي فِي الْخِطَابِ. And he was so harsh with me, even while he is asking the small goat. So it is not a condition that the poor has to make hasad to the rich. Maybe the rich wanted to have control of everything. So anybody can do hasad. Anybody can do hasad. And I give you an example about the 11 sons of the Prophet Yaqub. MashaAllah, the Prophet Yaqub has 11 sons and he gave them the advice. Ya baniya la tadkhulu min babin wahid. Do not enter through one gate. Enter through many gates. Many gates. He was afraid of hasad. He was worried about hasad. That is why hasad mentioned in the Quran. And sometimes we can find, and as I told you, the grass always on the other side. The grass always greener on the other side. Nowadays, we have most of people, MashaAllah la quwwata illa billah. Okay, now I said the dua. So I'm not making the hasad, be sure of that. So, MashaAllah la quwwata illa billah. Most of people, they have food in their fridge, they have money, they have the whole fancy stuff. MashaAllah la quwwata illa billah. He has swimming pool in his house, he has so and so and so, and he is looking for more. I want more. I need Allah to give me more. still he is looking for more and more and more. He may has 2 or 3 cars, he may have good couch, good furniture, big TV, and still
Not happy.
still he's looking for more. I don't know, I'm so depressed. Why I'm so depressed? Allah, listen to this. Allah didn't love me. Allah didn't love me. Subhanallah, what do you need else? And let me remind you with the Sahaba, what they did. You know the Sahaba? The companions of the Prophet ﷺ, the best generation ever in faith, in Iman, in sincerity. In one of the battles, one of the Sahaba get injured, and he is dying. And he asked for a sip of water. So one of the Sahaba came to give him the sip of water. Before drinking, he heard somebody, another brother, calling for water. He said, no, don't give it to me. Give it to my brother. When he reached to the other brother, he heard a third one looking for the water. He said, no, don't give it to me. Give it to the other. Till they reached to 5 persons, 5 brothers. That Sahabi said, when I reached to the 5th one, I found him died. Then I returned to the 4th, I found him died. To the 3rd, I found him died. To the 2nd, to the 1st, all of them died without taking even one sip of water. Why? They are not greedy. They are not greedy. They don't have jealousy. They don't have envy that we have nowadays. We need to be honest. If someone invited you to take a dinner, to have a lunch, subhanallah, people are experts to count how many times they made. Wow, they are so rich. Wow, look, they have a good couch. Look, they have a good computer. Look, their room is so nice. Look, their house is so big. And this is one of the diseases that we have in our communities. And we need to be honest. We as Muslims, we have that concept. What's concept? Which concept? Alhamdulillah. Can you say it?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah about what? Alhamdulillah for what? About everything. For everything. If Allah gave you or not, say, you remember what is the difference between Alhamdulillah and the Shukr Lillah? Hamd and Shukr, what is the difference? No, Hamd, you are praising Allah, yes, good, yes, good.
Whether good or bad, you say Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Shukr is only positive things.
Yes, when you have something good, Shukr, it's related to Shukr, thanks to Allah. But Hamd can be for something good or bad, still you say Alhamdulillah. How many quarters in the Quran? 4 quarters in the Quran. 4 ones. So the first one is starting by Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. The second quarter, again, Surah Al-An'am. Alhamdulillahi alladhi khalaqa as-samawati wal-ard wa ja'ala adh-dhulumati wan-nur. The third quarter, starting by Surah Al-Kahf. Alhamdulillahi alladhi anzala ala 'abdihi al-kitaba wa lam yaj'al lahu 'iwaja. The fourth quarter, starting with Alhamdulillahi fatir as-samawati wal-ard. Surah Fatir. So the 4 quarters starting by Alhamd. What is the message? Allah needs to tell us, say Alhamdulillah about everything. So let's go to the main point. And we have, as I told you, we have many examples. In the Islamic history, we have many examples about the Sahaba, about people are suffering from Hasad, and they remembered as jocks. You know, someone married, he already has one, and he wanted to marry the second one. Don't make it, okay? Don't make it. So he wanted to have the second one. And subhanAllah, his wife, the first one, insists to attend the wedding. He said, how come you will attend the wedding? She said, no, I have to come. She went, she attended the wedding. After they finished the wedding, he has one truck. You know the truck? One truck. How many seats in the truck? Two in the truck. The driver and someone next to him. And you have behind it, you have the box itself. So she wanted and she insisted to be with her husband, with the new wife. He said, how come you will come with us? She said, impossible. I have to come with you. So she said, even if I will ride on the box, don't worry. When she gets into the box, and the new wife next to him, while he is driving, they started to laugh, the two spouses, the new ones, you know? And she got jealousy. She got jealousy. She doesn't know what she can make. You know what? She made a dua. Oh Allah, let them make accidents right now. You know that? So the jealousy, the envy, the hasad made her to make a dua even against herself. If they made accident, she will die. She will probably die. But subhanAllah, they said that it is one of the kindness of envy and jealousy we have as a human being. Another hasad. Who is hasad? The one who is doing hasad. So, in the time of Khalifa, of one of the Khalifas, there were two hasads. They are so famous in the city. They are doing hasad very quickly. And the Khalifa wanted to test them. He brought both of them. And he said, here is my deal. Here is my deal. You are two hasad. So if you choose something, I will give your brother double. I will give your brother double. So if you choose to take 1,000, I will give your brother 2,000. Okay. They didn't start. They said, you can start, you can begin. He said no. The other said, you can begin. He said no. Till the Khalifa said, one of you has to start. Can you imagine what the first Hassan said? What he said? Yes, he said, I need you to poke his eye, to take out one of his eyes, to poke it.
No, my eye, he said.
Yeah, sorry, to poke my eye, one of my eyes. Because what the Khalifa will do with the other, he will make him blind, both of them. Subhanallah, it is out of envy, out of jealousy. And it happened. It happened. So in our time, we have many examples about those people who don't like people has something good. So now, what can I do if I have hasad? What can I do to make ruqyah? Here we have the copies of very brief ruqyah. Ruqyah always takes like 45, 50 minutes if you have the whole ruqyah. The whole ruqyah, it takes between 45 to 50 minutes to finish the whole ruqyah. But this ruqyah we have is so short. And let me tell you something. If somebody gave you any ruqyah from any source except the Quran and the Sunnah, don't take it. Don't take it. We have enough in the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. First of all, it is preferable to have wudu if you need to make ruqyah. So we can imagine that one of the two children has hasad. What can I do? Just, you can put your hand, your right hand, over his head. and you already had wudu, and you have the good intention, the sincerity to Allah. Oh Allah, I will make dua, I will do ruqyah, so please answer my dua. Answer my dua. And also the father or the one who had hasad, who has hasad, has to believe that Allah is the curer, subhanahu wa ta'ala. That shifa comes only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Put your right hand and start to recite. Number 1, Al-Fatiha. Number 2, the first 5 ayat from Surah Al-Baqarah. Number 3, Ayatul Kursi. You know Ayatul Kursi? Allah la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyu al-qayyum la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm. Number 4, the last 3 ayat of Surah Al-Baqarah. Also, we have 1 ayah in Surah Yusuf. فَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ حَافِظًا. So you will stop, or I have to make ruqyah on you right now. Okay? He needs ruqyah. He needs ruqyah? Okay. May Allah bless you. So you have to stop, otherwise I will make ruqyah on you right now. So there is ayah in Surah Yusuf. فَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ حَافِظًا وَهُوَ أَرْحَمُ الرَّاحِمِينَ. Allah shall protect all of us, and He is the most gracious and the most merciful. In Surah Yusuf. Also, Surah Al-Kafirun. Surah Al-Kafirun. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ 3 times. Then, Al-Ikhlas. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. Each surah 3 times. Each surah 3 times. Now, we finished the first part from the Quran. Then we have the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I choose for you just 3 du'at. 3 du'at. Number 1, أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة ومن كل عين لامة. This du'a 7 times. 7 times. Putting your hand, say أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة ومن كل عين لامة. What is the meaning of the dua? I seek refuge with the perfect words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from every shaitan and every hamma. What is the hamma? The harmful insects or animals like scorpion, like snakes or something. And وَمِن كُلِّ عَيْنٍ لَامَّةٍ. من كل عين has hasad. So I seek refuge with Allah from the ayn has hasad. Also, so this is the first dua. The second dua, بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. This dua 7 times. In the name of Allah, with whose name nothing in the heaven, nothing in the earth can cause harm to me, can cause harm to anybody except with his mission, with his permission, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the second dua. The third dua, you say, أسأل الله العظيم رب العرش العظيم أن يشفيك. I ask Allah, the Almighty, the owner of the Almighty, the owner of the great throne, to grant you healing, to grant you healing. This dua also 7 times. 7 times. If you said that, you fulfilled the minimum requirement of the ruqyah. The minimum requirement. So this is something we have to take in consideration. You will find more on the copies. You can do it. Outside the copies, you may find something more. But I gave you something you can handle with. You can do it by yourself. Also, you can put your hand, or you can bring a big jar, or a big container, or even small bottle of water, and bring it so close to you, to your mouth, and you keep reciting this ruqya like this. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Malik Yawmiddin. Go ahead, finish everything in the Quran. Then أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل عين هامة ومن كل شيطان ولامة. If you said this one, if you said the ruqya like this, you can drink from that water for 3 days. 3 days. You can drink, you and all the family members, from that water. It will protect them from hasad. Also, that water, you can use it in a shower. Take a shower with that water. But be sure about 2 things. Number 1, don't bring that water close to the fire, close to the heat, close to the fire. And don't go inside the bathroom with this water. So take a shower inside your room. Inside your room. Don't take shower with the sacred water inside the bathroom. And don't put it close to the fire. So now, can you imagine? We have a big jar, a big container. You say the ruqya. After this, you can take a shower inside your room. Just make the water goes over the whole body. Drink 3 days. Make ruqya over his head, or wipe all his body with your hand as much as you can. These 3 things can protect you from hasad. Plus, normally, keep praying on time. Remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Saying adhkar in the morning and in the evening. Keep saying the du'at that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us. All these things can protect you from hasad, inshallah. Try to do this. Try to do this with your wife. Try to do this with your children. Now to our sisters in the back. You can take the cup and you can start doing ruqya to protect your children. Let them drink from that water. Let them take a shower even once a month. Even once a month, to protect them through the ayat of the Quran from hasad. One last thing. I know we have dinner, but one last thing you may hear about. The scholars said, if you noticed, if you knew who is the one who made hasad against you, so imagine, if your child had hasad, and you already knew who is the person who made hasad, they said, and I know it may shock you, but it's mentioned in the Sunnah. It is hadith. Yes, it is hadith, but it may shock people because some of them, they don't have this custom. What did the hadith say? If you knew the person, go to him, talk to him, tell him, brother, you harmed my son by hasad. So I need you to take that water to have ghusl, or at least wudu, and the water remains or had been left from your body in a container or in something, take it and make a shower for your son with this water. So it is mentioned in the Sunnah. So they said, what about if I went to him and he got angry, he got mad? Why you are saying that I made hasad? How can I make hasad? They said, at least, give him a cup of water, and what remains from his water, what remains from or the rest of the water, you can put it in a jar or in a big container and use it in a shower to the one who has hasad. You got the idea? Shocked you? Shocked you, right? So this is mentioned in the Sunnah. I know we had a lot of information in this lecture, but hasad is so important to know how to protect yourself. Wallahi, many times, I had many cases. And maybe some of our brothers knew this very well. I had one of our brothers today, wallahi today, after Jum'ah, he came and he showed to me back home in his country, they made sihr against him. And he didn't know, just by accident. Group of Muslims went to the graves and they took out the whole sihr in the graves. By accident, they upload his picture, which has sihr. They uploaded his picture on the Facebook. And by accident, he saw his picture and his fiancée. Why people are doing sihr for him, are doing magic over his picture. So the brother came to me today after Jum'ah and he showed me everything. And subhanAllah, like 3 days ago, I saw it by myself, but I didn't know the guy till he came and he introduced himself to me. So I'm speaking about something so serious. Try to protect yourself, try to use this copy, but I think we have kind of problem today. We have just 10 copies, okay? Just 10 copies. So we may fight with one another to take our copy today. And we can ask our brother Ismail if he can make more copies for us, inshallah. So if you didn't take it today, you will find it, inshallah, tomorrow, or after tomorrow, you will find the copies ready, inshallah. Forgive me, just 10 copies, but inshallah, we will give you more and more and more, inshallah. If you have WhatsApp, just send me the message. Imam, I need the copy, and I will send the software for you. Okay? So if you have WhatsApp, send me message, and I will send it to you. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.